Hi. A lot of people have been asking us recently what is the best way to do online training? And well, at Chessbase, we have this opportunity to do online training using the Playchess software. So I'm going to give you a step-by-step tutorial on how you can train online. Now, the first thing that you need is a Playchess software. As you can see the logo over here. The easiest way to download it is to go to chessbase.com and go to support, and in it there is the download section, and when you click here, try out playchess.com free of charge and without any obligation. It will download the setup file. You can install it and then open it up. Now you will need a Playchess account, and if you don't have one or chessbase account, you can create a new account from here. I already have one, so I'm going to log in and I click on playchess.com. Now when you enter here, there are all these rooms on your right. What I would recommend is to go to training and teaching room. In training and teaching room, you will see info, players, games, world. So you click on players and you can see the list of people inside this room. Now if you want to teach your student, you should also ask him or her to come inside this room. There are two ways to do training. The first and the simple one is to do one-on-one training. So in this case, I have a student named Rebel INS. I'll let you guess who that is. And I'll right click on the name and click challenge. It says invite to analysis, and this challenge goes to the student. Now when that student accepts it, the board opens up and you will see here you may now enter moves for both sides at any time. So I begin with say e4 and I'm trying to play. Then the student can make the move anytime, c5, as the student has made the move, and I can ask that d4, what do you play here? By the way, over here you have the chessboard in front of you. In order to talk with the student, you can use either Skype, Zoom, or even you can make use of a phone call. So what should black play here is my question to the student. So my student would be now thinking about this, and I ask her to make the move. And when she makes the move cd4, I tell her, yes, this is possible, but do you have some other move over here? And then she thinks, and can you make some other move? And plays d6. So in this way, you have a very seamless way of training, by which it is also interactive. Many times you do screen sharing, but in that the student is unable to make the moves, while here it's very easy. And I'll also give you the other advantage of using Playchess is that if you are using chess-based software, and let's say this is the position yesterday which took place between Ding Liren and Anish Giri and Yan Nepomniachtchi, then I just copy it and I do new game, control N, and paste it here. And I ask my student that white's last move was rook e3. How should black win this position? This is my question to the student, and let's see what she replies. Now it's for her to think here. So queen g4 was her move, and instead of saying no, it's wrong or something, I can play on king f1. Well, of course black has to try to win here, so checking again and again is not going to be very useful. Queen d2, and I play the move rook g3. queen e2, okay, rook h3. So as you can see that you are actually indulging in a conversation with the student, not just by words but also by moves. Now I can actually show the right move to the student here by saying that in this position after rook e3 you should have played queen to d3, and queen d3 is the winning move because now the king can come in like this, and then later on if he ever takes you get a passed pawn and you win the game. So you can train your students in this way, one on one. Now coming to the next part, what if you are one coach and you have many students, you want to take the group session. So let's close the window. Now I go to file, new, and I do broadcast. Now it's very important here that if you want to do a broadcast, you should have a rank which is above pawn. So if you look at here, my account, I am a queen. Okay, so that's why I can go to file, new, and I can do a new broadcast. And there I have an option of ticking private, which would mean, so for example, I want to take a session. I can name the session or I can keep it empty. I can say private and do OK. So you will see that this session is now open. Right now no one is there, it's just me. And if you go here in the game section, you will see that so many coaches already have a private session going on. It's very interesting. You will see some, this is my session over here which started at 2:15. You will also see strong players like Swayams Mishra, who's a GM from India who trains here, Eltad Safarli from Azerbaijan who's also using this. So a lot of people use this. And the way I invite people, now if I have 5 students, so first of all I'll find Rebel Lioness here. I can click on name, it arranges alphabetically. I go to R and I right click on the name, and this time instead of challenge I will go to invite private broadcast. And when I invite the player to a private broadcast, what happens is you will see the name here. Like this, you can invite several of your students to a private broadcast, and you can say, okay, now I'm going to teach you all, and start showing them the moves on the board. And here the thing is, they cannot make a move, but if you want them to, there are options. For example, in this case I right click on the player's name and I say permit input request. So when I do this permit input request, a box comes up which says release control, and I can release the control, and she over there can request control. So in this way you will see Rebel Lioness has control now, and she can make a move on the board. Otherwise she would not have been able to. This move is made by her. Now she can make the moves. I can now once again request control back, and she can give it back to me, and I can continue my class. You can do this for your students. In case someone gets really naughty and does not release control, don't worry, you have an option of kicking out the student. So that is always possible. You can remove him. There's also forbid input request. So if someone is making a lot of moves, you can forbid it. That student can never make moves. And the last one is permit anytime move entry. Now this will be similar to the challenge that we made. Now both sides can make moves. So if I play here bishop c4, then the other player can also make a move, and in this way you can continue your training session. If there are multiple students, it makes sense not to give each one of them the ability to make moves anytime, otherwise it will be a chaos. But as you can see, you can use this entire software here of Playchess to do your coaching one-on-one as well as group training. In order for you to become you can do your broadcast, it is important that you have a premium membership. So that's the reason why for all those who live within India can go to online shop on chessbase.in, okay, chessbase India, and can go to account, and you will see that the chessbase account membership for 3 months and 1 year is over here, and you can buy that and become a premium member. If you are outside India or the 7 countries that Chessbase India serves, you can go to Chessbase shop here, and in the chessbase shop home you can go to chessbase accounts, and you can get a 1 year membership or a 1 month membership from here. But it makes sense for the coach to have this membership. If the students have it as well, that's wonderful. It will make it even more better experience for you. In case if the students do not have, yet the coach can continue the session, but there's always the fear that your membership expires because you are not a premium member. So this is how the training takes place. In case if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below and we will respond to you. Well, I have a few tips and tricks for the coaches here as to how you can make use of this platform better. So, if you press on any square with your mouse and pressing the Alt key, it will give a green color. If you press Shift and Alt, it gives a red color. If you do Control and Alt, it gives a yellow color. So these are three colors which you can use. Green is usually for strong square, strong piece; red for weak square, weak piece; yellow for, well, neutral. You can use it the way you like. You can also, in order to remove it, you can just press back on it and it will all go away. You can also make arrows by dragging. So for example, I press Alt and I drag the arrow like this, my mouse like this, an arrow comes out, and this is very useful to show threats and makes your sessions even more interactive. Now when you use this, it also makes sense that if you have chessbase 15 like I have over here, it's a very useful tool to work together with it. As I had just shown you, you can copy paste positions. In order to copy a position like this one, you can just do Control C over here, and you can go and do Control V, so that position comes up. What I also like to do if I am doing a training session, and this is nice for you, is that if you have a chessbase account and also your student has one, then you can go to chessbase 15 cloud databases. Now when you connect the cloud databases, all these forms of databases are formed, and here I have a database with a student. So I click on it for that session or that student, and this is a cloud database that I have, and I can just paste here that game. Now once I paste that game inside this, then the student gets it because it has been shared. This database, if you look here, has been shared with this students Rebel INS, and so whatever is put inside here will be shared with the student. So in this way, it's a very nice way to actually use Playchess for teaching. And once you change the position, you can just do Control C, create a new cloud database for that student for that session, paste it in it, and then you can do right click database sharing, and you can do add user and put the chessbase account of that user. In this way you will be able to keep your sessions material very nicely intact and can share it with your students properly. One last trick which I want to show you is how you can set up a position. So let's say you want to teach your students how to checkmate with a queen against a king, then you can just set it up like this. The way you do it is you press key S, and it brings up this board, and you can put up things. You can make white to move, black to move, and just click OK, and then start your training. So again, a very effective way of training with your students. And so you can use colors, you can use setup positions, and an advanced trick is using cloud databases. If you use all of these together, I think your coaching experience online would be very nice.